everybody, how are you? Happy Monday. I hope you're all awesome. So I am currently up in Scotland at mum and dad's, so hilarious. So the kids are, because my sister's over at the moment, the kids are sleeping in a blow-up bed. Me and Ian are sleeping in the single beds that they normally sleep in, and my sister's sleeping down here. And kids have just turned around and said, "Mummy, this is way too uncomfortable." So I've just said, "Oh, do you know what? Just go in our room and we'll sleep on the floor." So tonight, me and Ian are sleeping in the same room as my mum and dad. Hilarious. Anyway, side note. So anyway, yes, let me share with you. It's just been a real realisation yesterday. So yesterday, I have been teetering on the thoughts of, am I going to run a marathon or not? So I tinker around at a 10k, and that's where my sort of comfort zone is. Hi Ben, thanks for the love hearts. I suppose that's where my comfort zone is. That's where I'm kind of at. And one of the mums at school said a couple of months ago, "Do you fancy? I want to do the relay, but I want to do the marathon, but I'm not anyway in a place of being able to do the marathon right now. So how about we do a relay?" So I was like, "Yeah, sounds great." So yesterday it was the Manchester Marathon, and I was running the third leg out of 4 legs. And as I started off running, there was cheers and everybody, you know, like all the spectators. The atmosphere was incredible around the course yesterday. And my first initial thought was, don't cheer me. I've not done enough to warrant your cheers. And it's crazy because this was my whole mindset the whole way round my leg. I did 13k of, I don't even know how many kilometres it is. What is it, 23? Don't even know how many miles a marathon is. Anyway, I did 13k of the marathon. And the whole way round, I was getting cheers and, you know, like, "Oh my goodness, you're running so well." And I felt like telling everybody, I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing a fraction of it. I didn't feel worthy of their what's the word? Encouragement, and of their comments that, you know, they were shouting and stuff. And it made me think, a couple of weeks ago, my beautiful friend Angelica turned around to me and she said, "Kirsty, look at what you've achieved. You've achieved so much." And I just looked and went, "But I don't feel like I've achieved anything." And that hurts, actually, saying that. I don't feel like I've achieved anything at all. And I suppose it goes down to, you know, what Tony Robbins talks about all the time. It's having that achievement. But achievement without fulfillment is just lost, isn't it? It doesn't mean anything. And I truly believe, you know, just reflecting on what happened yesterday and the conversation that I've had with Angelica, and I've had with other people, and they've all gone, "Oh my goodness, Kirsty, look at where you are, look at what you've achieved." And I just look at them and go, I haven't achieved anything. What have I? And, you know, I'm always, and I feel really hypocritical sharing this, and I just really want to be honest with you because it's been a real realisation for me. You know, I come on here and I say to you, celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small, celebrate them. And I've just realised that I don't really celebrate mine. Me and Ian, yes, we do. Every evening, you know, we go through what we potentially... I'm back. I've just been wandering around the house. So, I hope you're all still here. So I always say to you, celebrate your wins. And yes, myself and Ian, in an evening, you know, before we go to sleep, we go through, you know, what our wins are for the day. But what I've actually realised is, I don't feel, I'm saying the words, so the thought is there, but there's no feeling behind it, because I don't feel like I have really achieved anything. And I suppose I have, and I still am. I'm still my hardest critic. You know, I really am. I beat myself up for the smallest of things. I know self-sabotaging behaviour, that sort of energy is going to keep you, it's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you playing small. And I really, truly feel that just from doing that run yesterday, and hearing everybody saying how amazing and awesome, and, how great I was yesterday, I was like, I feel like there's a caveat. I didn't do the whole thing. I only did a fraction of it. But really what I should be able to do is celebrate the fact that I did that fraction of, I was part of that team, I did a fraction of that course, and I really enjoyed doing it. But I cannot see it as like a real achievement because I didn't do the whole thing. And it was funny because, like relatives were sending me messages just saying, oh, Kirsty, good luck tomorrow. And every time I was like, I'm only doing part of it, so it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I'm not doing the whole thing. I actually said I actually feel like a bit of a fraud because I'm not doing the full marathon. So it's just been a real realization to me that, I don't really feel like I've achieved anything. And I know for a fact if I carry on feeling that way, I am, first of all, not going to help myself. And big time, I'm not going to be able to serve other people the way I want to because I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I've achieved, so that, that energy going forward. Is this making sense to people? Can anyone relate whatsoever to what I am babbling on about? Because, Tony Robbins talks about it all the time. It's the art of achievement. But if you're missing out on the fulfillment of achieving, then you might as well not even achieved at all. So this is a lesson for me to really start to acknowledge where I'm at, what I actually have achieved instead of what I haven't achieved, because I know for a fact that is where I do focus on quite a bit of the time. I would say about 55% of the time I'm there like, yeah, but I'm not where I want to be. Yeah, I'm not achieved this. I've not done this. So maybe if I start actually acknowledging what I have actually done and really sit back and just feel that feeling of the achievement, but with the fulfillment, then I think I'll be able to move forward so much easier and so much more ease than I don't know what it is that what is missing. Aviva, sorry, I've learnt to be grateful. Yeah, I mean, again, I do, work through my gratitude every day. Like I posted a post up the other day about Gabby Bernstein, doing that, like an appreciation rampage, can't even speak, and again, I go through and I sit and I feel the feelings of gratitude, but this whole, what success looks like, I don't know. It's something that I clearly need to work on, and just, if this is resonating with anybody out there, please let me know, and yeah, we can get through this whole achievement / fulfillment together. So yes, that was just my little ramblings from my run yesterday, which I actually really enjoyed, and I'm teetering on the thoughts of actually doing a marathon. There's a half marathon coming up soon, so yeah, maybe I will. Will that make me feel fulfilled and achieved something? Who knows? But it's just about sort of pushing yourself, isn't it? Yeah, pushing yourself and just, keep improving and growing each day. Natasha, you have to look at the bigger picture. You aim so high, but look back at what you have achieved. Yeah, 90% of people would be so fulfilled and amazed at doing part of the marathon. I know I would be. Nothing wrong with striving, but a good pat on the back. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Natasha. It is just looking at the bigger picture and stop looking down at that, that small picture of where you are right now, and just looking further afield. Absolutely, Natasha. Thanks for that, my lovely. Yeah. So let me know if anyone else feels this way, and I it's just been a real realisation that I do feel that this whole achievement, fulfillment, success, malarkey, if you like, is really is maybe holding me back, because I don't feel like I'm actually fulfilling my true potential. Just a thought. So, yes, well, thank you everyone for jumping on and listening to my ramblings. And yeah, just awesome. The ladies that I did the run with yesterday. You know, Dee had a dodgy knee. Rachel stepped in at the last minute. Jane, it's the first time she's ever done anything like that. So totally in awe of you ladies. And oh my goodness, those marathon runners. Like I say, I did 13k. Those guys, hats off, because the physical pain they must have gone through yesterday, never mind the mental pain, just insane, just amazing. And yeah, maybe one day I will do it. So thank you guys, thank you so much for jumping on and listening to my ramblings, listening to my thoughts. If it helped you, please let me know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it. And thanks to the guys, that's Natasha and Avia, that have just dropped a comment. All right then, have a great evening and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love, bye.